So Tekken Revolutions has come out, and this is one of the first free-to-play fighting games. Something that a concept that I really wanted to see more of and explored. So how does it shape up? Well, it's kind of a double-edged sword here. So we got how the free-to-play system works in here, because you gotta remember, if it's free-to-play, you gotta think to yourself, how am I gonna spend money on this? Because that's what they want. They want you to spend money. They're not gonna put a free game out there for you to play. No, they're gonna make some profit off of this. And the way they do it, surprisingly enough, is not through characters. It's not through paying for costumes. It's not for paying cosmetic crap. No, actually, in order for you to play the game, you actually have to pay money, which is kind of weird considering it's touted as a free-to-play, yet you have to pay to play. Anyway, it works surprisingly just like the arcades. So if you're a new generation of gamer, you probably never went through the whole arcade stuff. But as me, I went through the whole arcades, back in the 80s and 90s, and it's an experience that you will not get anywhere nowadays. So basically, you have when you start the game, you get 5 free credits, and I believe you get like a premium ticket or something like that. Either way, every single time you want to play a game online, you have to pay, or you have to use one of those coins that you get. And win or lose, you're gonna lose the coin. But it's when the premium ticket comes into play. That's the one that acts like an actual quarter at the arcade, where winner stays and loser pays. So as long as you keep winning, you will keep getting that ticket back. And then when you lose a ticket and you're done. That's it. You can't play anymore unless you want to pay more money. And it works just like an arcade. So four tokens or 4 coins is $1. And you can get a discount by paying extra whatever. Now, interesting enough, I mean, I don't mind paying 25 cents to play one round, but for whatever reason, to me, putting in my credit card information into the internet kind of bothers me, so I just don't do it. But if I were just throw quarters into my PS3, I honestly would probably be throwing quarters into my PS3 to keep playing this game. But I gotta put in my credit card info, and I ain't gonna do that. And I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the same with a lot of people out there. So, but what this does give that not a lot of games are doing right now is this tension of, I got 1 quarter left, I can't lose, because if I lose, I gotta find something else to do. And it's a really cool experience to have. It makes for some really intense matches, and it's a lot of fun. But if you are new to Tekken, and if you never played Tekken, or you've heard of it but you always wanted to try it, but this is probably the worst package you could probably ask for. It has absolutely no training mode, no practice mode, no real way to learn how to play the damn game. I guess it just assumes that you know what you're doing. And it plays just like Tekken Tag 2 or Tekken 6. The only difference is that the big difference, I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of tweaks here and there, but there's no bounds, and there's obviously no tag mechanic. And they also have these special art moves, which is basically just a regular move that they already had, that your character already had, like in the past Tekkens, except now it has this cool little special effect added to it that makes it look all special and fancy. Oh, and there's also 1 move per character that's an invincible move that you can do, but they made it so it's super unsafe. But apart from those 3 things, it's pretty much the same exact game. Even the stages are exactly the same, except they're like tinted a different color, usually uglier, and the music is also bad. Well, I mean, that's subjective, I guess, but I feel that it's a downgrade from Tekken Tag 2, but it's free, so. But yeah, if you're new to Tekken, this is really bad. You're not going to learn anything from this, because you get 5 tries per day, and then you're done. So how it works is, I mean, let me put it to you this way. In order for you to get better, you need to play more, right? And in order to play more, you need to win. And in order to win, you need to get better. See the little cycle here? It's not possible to do this. I mean, yeah, I mean that's how we learned back in the arcades. But the difference was, in the arcades, you're playing against people who were also under those same restrictions. You didn't have a console version to play all day and for years and years and years to get better at your own leisure. You had to play against people who, you know, also played for $1 a day and then they left. So if you're new to Tekken, I mean, go ahead. You know, it's a small download. It's only a couple gigs and it's free, completely free to play for the first, you know, few matches. And you know, hey, if you like it, great. You know, go pick up Tag 2 because I believe it's $30 retail, and you get to play it all you want and get better at it. But I think Namco made a pretty poor decision when it came to doing this, because if their plan was to bring in new players, they botched it up pretty bad. Because if anything, this is probably to scare away new players, because they're gonna play this game and they're gonna be playing against people who've been playing Tekken all their lives. And let's be honest, Tekken is pretty much the same game it's always been. So the people who've been good in the old Tekkens are good in the new ones, and the new guys are just lagging behind everybody else. But if you are an old school Tekken player and you want that old arcade experience back, then definitely pick this up. You're gonna have a lot of fun with it, and you're not gonna be playing all that much, because once you lose, you're done, and you go back to doing whatever the hell you wanted to do before.